Hey, it's Ash Manson, and tonight we have TNA Genesis, and these are my thoughts and predictions for that event. Kicking it off, we have the Motor City Machine Guns of Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin against Team 3D. Now, this match I am particularly high on, for one, because I'm a complete Alex Shelley mark. For two, they're actually using Team 3D the way they should be. They should be those monster heels, and they're not burying the X Division. They've built the feud up pretty good by having Team 3D get the best of them, but then have the X Division band together and take over Team 3D. My prediction for this match is actually Team 3D is going to go over the Guns, but it's going to be tainted and it's going to prolong this feud. I think as great as Shelley and Sabin are as heels, they're just so charismatic that it's kind of hard not to make them face, and I think that's kind of working out for them. Anyway, I'm looking forward to that match. Next match, the Samoan Submission Machine, Samoa Joe versus Robert Roode. This one I don't care so much about, because I'm not the hugest Samoa Joe fan. Think he's a good wrestler. I really like Robert Roode on the mic. I like a good heel. I like anyone who can get good heat on them. But all in all, I'm not that interested. I'm guessing it's just they're using Roode as fodder to put Joe over, and that's my prediction: Joe over Roode. Shop of Horrors match, Abyss versus Black Rain. Very much looking forward to it. I like these insane hardcore matches, and fucking Abyss has always been the shit at this, and Dustin Rhodes, Goldust, Black Rain, whatever you want to call him. I think Kim showing his dark side, his hardcore side, it's really working out for him. I'm looking forward to it, and my prediction for this match is that Abyss is going to take it. He's one of my favorite homegrown TNA semi main event guys. I mean, he's been the NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and he wasn't made by another wrestling company. I think Abyss is eventually going to be back in the main event scene, and whatever, they're probably just slowly building him up. Now we have the TNA Knockouts Women's Championship. Gail Kim, the champion, versus Angel Williams, Roxy Laveau, and ODB. I'm predicting an interference. I don't see the title changing hands. If the match goes cleanly, then Gail Kim's gonna win. But even if Gail wins, I'm expecting Amazing Kong to come out and just level everyone to help build the feud between Kong and Gail Kim. I'm not a big fan of having build on pay-per-views. I think pay-per-views are meant for substance. But I'm fully expecting this one to be build for Kim and Kong. Let's see, a I skipped one. TNA World Tag Team Championship. The champions AJ Styles and Tom Cruise versus the Steiner Brothers. Well, I don't know. This one I don't think was built up all that well, and I don't really think much of it at all. It's not like I dislike the match or anything. I just don't see anything too particularly appealing about it. My prediction is that Styles and Tomko are going to win. If the Steiner brothers win, then whatever. I don't really care. I like AJ Styles and Tomko. I like the Steiners alright, but from a more nostalgia standpoint, I really don't care. But my guess is that Styles and Tomko are going to win. Now the X Division Championship. The champion, Black Machismo, Jay Lethal versus the Guru, Sanjay Dutt. This should really perform on an in-ring level. This match it's going to fucking deliver. You just have Dutt and Lethal these two can fucking go. Looks like it's going to be a friendly match, so I just think the wrestling is going to speak for itself. And ultimately, I'm predicting Jay Lethal gets the win and retains. Looks like they're in the midst of pushing him a little harder, even though he's already champ. Looks like they're going to pair SoCal Val with him, and yeah, good for him. He's over. He's good in the ring. Good for Lethal. Now we have the TNA the tag team match for the World Heavyweight Championship, with Kurt Angle and Kevin Nash teaming to go against Sting and a mystery partner, which is about 99% confirmed to be Booker T. And it could be someone else, but Booker seems to be the only one that fits the profile. I mean, he's been a champion everywhere he's been. He's never stepped foot in a TNA ring. They could try to swerve us, but what's the fucking point? It'd be like insulting our intelligence to, put someone that doesn't fit that profile in. It just wouldn't make a whole lot of sense. I think they want us to know it's Booker T. It's pretty damn obvious they want us to know, with all the very obvious hints, like the puzzle and shit that had his last name Huffman spelled backwards. But I'm expecting Scott Hall to accompany Kevin Nash. I'm expecting Scott to be a presence in this match, and ultimately I see Kurt retaining. I don't really like Angle as the champion, but whatever. And I see it segueing into a feud with the Outsiders against Booker T and Sting in a kind of old school NWO versus WCW rehash kind of thing. Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to base the feud off that, but they'll probably talk about it here and there. And Angle's going to go on to face... What the fuck? Alright, they left a really important match out of this listing I got, and I'm really sorry for that. Because I didn't mention the match that I'm looking forward to the most, Kaz versus Christian Cage in a ladder match. And this is important because that's going to be the number one contender for the next pay-per-view. Christian versus Kaz in the ladder match, which is going to be fucking phenomenal. I can't see this match not delivering. Christian versus Kaz, I mean, Christian's just a fucking, he can fucking go, especially when it comes to ladder match, and then Kaz just phenomenal. I'm expecting Christian to win, but Kaz to put on like a really good show to elevate him. Like make it seem like he can beat Christian, but rather than, destroying some of Christian's credibility and having Kaz go over him, they're going to make it seem like Kaz can, the whole thing where they elevate someone without having to beat him. Anyway, I think Kurt Angle is going to go on to feud with Christian. I don't really know how the fuck that's going to work, but I can't see Kaz going over. And then they're going to leave the Outsiders to feud against Booker T and Sting. I don't really know. I can't accurately predict what's going to happen in TNA all the time, and I think that's a good thing. I think the unpredictability, it makes me want to watch the shows week in and week out, and I think part of TNA's charm is that their booking doesn't always make perfect sense, because in WWE everything makes too much sense that you always know what the fuck's going to happen. One little thing happens, and you can tell what is going to happen the next 2 to 3 months. I'm a little bit stumped. I don't know what's going to happen completely, and I think that's a good thing, and that's a big reason why I'm looking forward to Genesis. So it's coming up in about 2 hours and 20 minutes. So right now I am out of here. Enjoy the show, everyone.